Hey guys, so I've seen like a bajillion posts today of people wanting to know how to shoulder hoop, or they're posting, I can't shoulder hoop because my boobs are too small, I can't shoulder hoop because my boobs are too big, everything along those lines. So I told a couple people I would make a video, so I busted out my old big giant hoop for teaching purposes here. As you can see, this hoop's like, I think this is like a 36-inch hoop. I'm really short though, so it looks huge. But I'm going to try to break down how to teach you guys how to shoulder hoop. And as you can see, I have boobs and it's possible. So I think the hardest part of shoulder hooping is going to be when you're doing it with your arms in. So I tell a lot of people to try to learn to do it where your arms are out first. Because when you're like this, you're making like the top part of your body more of a rectangle. When your arms are out, like being right here, is going to be more rounded. So as you can see, like when your arms are in, it's more boxy and it's likely to fall down. When your arms are out, it's more round and it stays up. So I think that doing it with your arms up is going to help you kind of like create the motions and stuff, and then learning to put your arms back in was easier, at least for me. So to start out, it's going to be the same push you do as like if you were waist hooping, but you're going to do it on your chest. So I start the hoop like on my back here. And I hoop to the left, so I'm going to push with my right hand and push it around. So when you're pushing it around to the front, don't aim for your boobs. If you push here, it's going to fall down. You want to aim above them. So when my hoop's on my back, it's basically under my armpits. Like if you could link it into your elbows and like hold it up, it's going to line up basically exactly with my armpits. So when it's pushing around, then it's going to come around and it's going to come here above my boobs. Not on them. If it's on them, it's going to slip, it's going to fall down. So you're pushing it into your armpits. And from here, how you're waist hooping, you have to kind of either go front, back, or side to side to keep it going. Same concept, but with the middle of the chest and the middle of the back. So if any of you guys take yoga, I don't know if you've been taught there's different ways you can move your back. So where your back is like curled sometimes, and then where it's like pushed back other times. I think it's called like cat and cow or something along those lines. So you're going to kind of want to exaggerate those movements. So like as the hoop comes around to the front of you, you're going to want to push forward. And that's going to like almost push your shoulder blades together. So that's going to give it the push there. Then when it comes around to the back, you're going to want to like push back and like almost like round your back like you're trying to like squeeze your shoulders together. Because the object is that you want to make like the most round area as possible. So you're kind of like, it's hard to see when I'm doing it fast, but this hoop is hard to keep going. So you're gonna push forward, push back, push forward, push back. So I don't know if you guys can see like that. It's like a pumping motion almost. So from there, once you can do it with your arms out pretty consistently, pushing forward and back like that, then I say try to put one arm in. And it's okay if it kind of starts to like come up to the top of your shoulder, almost on your neck. It's probably going to happen the first few times you try to do it because you're not used to like the placement and stuff, but from there like you really need to play around with the timing and like the pushes to make it equal, because you're gonna have to push as hard like from the front and the back to keep it going evenly. Same as like with your waist, if you only push one side and then not the other, like it's gonna fall down. So the equal force is really, really important. So when you're here, you're gonna look for like the opening, just like any other tricks where you're like putting your hands in and out. So say you're doing like your waist, you can like put your hand in. You need to look for the opening on the side that you're trying to put your arm in. So when it's coming around, when the opening is here, this is when I would put my arm in so that my one shoulder's in. So then you're going to have your one shoulder, and you can use it to almost like push. So as the hoop comes around the back of my arm and then hits the front here, I give it like a little gentle push. But it needs to be like very slight. Like if you like over push it, it's going to fall down. Let me see if I can like, see, so you have to like keep it going even if you're like, and you push hard, it's going to get really wonky and it's going to fall down. So it's just kind of a little push that just keeps the momentum going. And then like, same with the other side, but whatever direction you're hooping in. So like if I'm pushing with this shoulder, even if I take this arm out and put the other one in, this is still the stronger side that I push from. So like my arm's in and I'm still gonna push from here. If that makes sense. Like if I try to push from here, it's gonna make it fall, because when you're pushing with this shoulder, when the hoop's going the other way, you're basically like stopping it, because it's like this direction meeting this direction, so it's gonna stop. So either way, you're pushing primarily from, if you're going to the left, you're going to push with your right shoulder. If you're going to the right, you're going to push with your left shoulder. I'm not very good at going in the other direction to show you, but you get the gist of that. So I would just really play around with that. Be able to like push with one arm, then switch, but you're still going to push with this spot. I'm trying to get close to the camera without hitting it. So you're really pushing like with the spot like right here. It's like in line with your armpit, but like right above your boob. So keep doing that. Then you can put your arms in and out. And eventually you'll be able to keep them both in. Sorry, my neighbors are home and talking. But yeah, so then you can do it with both. And it is kind of difficult to stand still, so I say turn in the direction of your hoop. It's going to give you more time. So as you can see how I like turn with it. It's going to keep the plane more even, so try that also. Sorry, there's random people talking. My neighbor's kids just got off the school bus or something. So yeah, so you're going to push with the one shoulder and make sure that you're trying to turn also. But I think like the main thing that a lot of people are missing is you don't want to try to hoop around your actual boobs. It needs to be up here. This looks silly, I know. When you do it, it's gonna look a lot better than when you're trying to push on your boobs and it falls down. So hopefully this helps you guys out. If you have any questions, just let me know, tag me or something, and I'll try to help you out. Have a good one.